All right, everybody. We're here at District 2. I'm gonna wait for a couple people to get in here before I get on in here. But I'm doing a follow-up on some information that I should have got last week, but they're not being very giving. They're not in the spirit of Thanksgiving, you know. They didn't. They totally forgot about Thanksgiving. So here we go. Just gonna wait for a couple people to get on in here, and then I'll get in there. I know sometimes it takes a minute for the notifications to get out to everybody, but as soon as I know a few people are in here, I'm gonna go on in. Just want to make sure and have witnesses just in case something happens. I'm not expecting it to, especially if there are some friendly officers in there, but we will see. So, like I said, I'm waiting for a couple people to get on in here. I know sometimes it takes a couple minutes, but we'll wait. I don't want to be the only one in here. I need you guys with me on this one. Sometimes it depends on who's in there, but sometimes they get a little hostile in there. So let's wait for a few people to get on in. I see 4 people in there. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I'll wait till I get some confirmation in chat before I head in there. I don't want to go in there with nobody watching. What's up, K-Dot? Okay, I'm good. Matthew, I see. Okay, you guys are good. All right, let's go on in and let's get this information. Hopefully get this information. I've been trying to get this information for over a month now. But let's see. How you doing? Is Sergeant McCluskey available by chance?
He is on a call right now on the street. Can I get a message to him?
Is there a Sergeant Bayard by chance?
No, he's not in today.
He's not in today. Is there a sergeant on duty that I can talk to? I've been trying to get some information for a while now, and I still haven't gotten that information.
Okay.
I already talked to McCluskey and Bayard about it.
Okay.
But I need to talk to somebody that might be able to help me get the information that I need.
Okay. I can send a message to McCluskey if...
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, tell him MLH is here.
MOH?
MLH, yes.
LH. Okay. Do you have a phone number?
No phone number right now. He knows who I am.
Okay.
So.
Well, like I said, he's out on the street, so if you need to talk to him, he's the only...
Well, who's in charge? Like, who's the person on duty in charge here?
Well, he's in charge right now, but he's out on a call.
Okay, is there anybody else I can talk to at all, or?
What's it in regards to?
It's in regards to some information that I've been trying to get. There was an incident that happened that I need an incident number on, and for some reason nobody can find that incident number. So I was supposed to. McCluskey and Bayard were supposed to get back with me, and they still haven't gotten back with me. And this has been over a month now.
Okay.
So, yeah, they said that the sergeants might have more information on how to get what I need as far as incident number.
Okay.
And also, there's something new that I need to ask too. There was a meeting that was held right above here when I was last here on the 24th, and there was a lady that took a picture of me while she was up here, and I need to find out who that is so that I can request her name and badge number, and I need to get that photo. So I need to put in that request too as soon as I find out who that person was. And I'm sorry, officer, I didn't catch your name.
It's Officer Liphard.
Liphard?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, if you'd like to have a seat, I sent him a message.
Okay.
So when he gets back to me, when he's done with the call he's on.
Yeah, no problem.
Should be
I,
pretty brief.
I know he's a busy guy, so I'll just sit right over there. Thank you. Okay, guys, another sit and wait game. McCluskey's on the call, which is understandable. McCluskey's a good dude, so we'll wait on McCluskey. I feel more at ease now, but I'm gonna get some information, guys. Basically, unindoctrinated. Welcome, Cajun. Welcome. See, I said hi to everybody else, I believe. Tiffany, how are you? We're doing good, Tiff. Okay, so basically I'm here at District 2. Last time I was here, it was kind of a weird situation. I waited 2 hours, guys and gals. I waited 2 hours to get the information that I'm trying to get today. I simply wanted to talk to McCluskey. McCluskey, I've sent him, 2 or 3 emails. He hasn't gotten back with me. I don't know if he didn't check his emails, doesn't give a shit, whatever. I mean, it wouldn't put it past him to just be absent-minded or just to forget about it because, I'm me. But McCluskey's been pretty nice to me, so I don't expect any BS to happen here today. So we'll wait for McCluskey. But basically, there was an incident that occurred about a month ago, a little over a month ago. And nobody can give me the incident number. There was a guy in a white SUV that was pulled over. It was a Kia, and there were 3 uniformed officers, or I believe uniformed officers, that came out of one vehicle, and which is weird in itself. But they pulled over this guy. They did not give him a ticket. They didn't issue him a warning. They just let him go. So I need the incident number on that. And also, I don't know if you guys remember the last time I was here, up in that little office right there, it was Sergeant Uchek, and this woman was sitting next to him, and she decided to take a picture of me, and I need to know her name and badge number because I want to get that picture and everything else on her phone since she decided to take a picture of me. It doesn't work the other way around, right? I mean, I get a lot of haters that say you don't like it when people take pictures of you. Why are you taking pictures of others? And here's my response to that. I don't work for the government, and I don't take willy-nilly pictures of the public. If they happen to be in my frame, it's not my fault. I try my best to not get anybody else in the picture. But she specifically took a picture of me, and she works for the government. So I want to know why she took that picture, and I want that picture. So, they can play these stupid games and try to intimidate and, all this stuff. I had an ATF agent that did the same thing, which I might be requesting that guy's phone and his name and badge number because he didn't want to give it to me. And I had a comment, and I was going to wait until the comment show to address this, but that person, I believe the person was Kelly C in my comments, said that they have a lawyer friend that they talked to and said that the ATF agent does not have to give his name and badge number to the public. That's absolute horseshit. There is laws in the book that were placed in 2020 that actually require them to identify themselves. So, and that was mostly for protests and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. If it's law, it's law. So you do, even if you are an ATF or FBI or a federal agent, you have to provide your employee and maybe not badge number, because some of them don't really have badge numbers. They have employee numbers, but some sort of identification. Now it's unclear whether or not they have to give you a business card, so I'm not going to push that, but I do need that person's name and employee number, badge number, whatever, because that's how I would be able to FOIA request his phone. since he decided to take a picture of me. So that's where we are. Mile High, welcome. Yeah, and indoctrinated. I mean, I mean, I don't know what to say with people. Like, you know, I mean, they think that they are smart by saying that they have a lawyer friend. Well, the lawyer friend's going to tell if in fact that Kelly C had a lawyer friend, that lawyer friend's going to tell him or her whatever the hell they want to hear. So, you know, I just go by facts and law, and doing my due diligence and fact finding. You know, that's completely wrong. So maybe the lawyer has wrong information, or decided to tell that person whatever they wanted to hear. But nonetheless, here we are. And yes, even federal agents have to give you their name and employee number, or at least their name, so that way if you have a FOIA request like I do, then I can get it, because he definitely took a picture of me. And I hope he didn't delete that, because I'm going to get that information. So one way or another, it might take a little while. You know, that's how the government works. They want you to just forget and leave, and that's not me. I don't do that. I don't leave. I follow up on stuff. Just this morning, I've already put in more requests over at the Aurora Police Department, which can't wait to show you guys that video, because that idiot at the front desk is an idiot. And she's gonna learn her lesson, because I think I need to review the video, but I think I'm gonna put a complaint on her, because I simply asked her name is Karen, by the way, aptly named Karen. I'm going to put in a complaint on her, because she's been awful with me and KDOT for the longest time. She gives us the hardest time. I simply asked her to put her name and a date on the request, so that way I had proof of who I handed it into. But I'm gonna have to deal with just having a video on her, and she decided to close the window on me. So that's where we stand right now on that. Road Dogs, nice to have you in here. I mean, that's how these people are, man. They think that you know, they can just do what they want instead of doing what the public wants, and that's not how it works. If you make a public salary, I realize she's just kind of a normal citizen, but she does work for the police department, and you know, she's got to go by the rules of every other employee there. So I'm not giving her a pass. It's just not going to happen this time. I'm sick of her attitude, sick of her crap, and you know, it's time for her to learn a harsh lesson in how to deal with the public. You don't close a window on a member of the public just because they got a camera on you. And by the way, she went to go talk to a supervisor. She came back and said the supervisor doesn't get back until noon. So, I mean, that's the way they handle business, is close the door on the general public when they need something, you know, when the public needs something. So that's going to be addressed, but that's the least of my concerns. I got this District 2 deal going on, and then I got I think that's Officer Thompson there. He's a good dude. That dude's a good dude, man. He's going to retire soon, and he man, you want to talk about a good officer that went above and beyond. That guy went above and beyond for me. He couldn't find the information, but he took the extra steps, and that was the first guy I ever gave a commendation. So I'm going to do a follow-up on that, make sure that he got his commendation in his file, because that guy was one of the best officers I've ever seen at trying to help the public. And that's the first time I ever put in a commendation for an officer, because I don't do it for anybody that just does their job. I do it for people that go above and beyond, and that's where we stand. Okay, no worries, Road Dog. An MRI, are you all right, dude? I mean, I know they have to check your brain, make sure it's still there, but you know, I'm just kidding, man. I hope the best for you, Rody. Text me later, let me know what happened there. And what's going on, dude? I have to catch up with you anyways, man. So this might be a little boring. We're just gonna have to wait. Apparently there's no other commanding officers here that can help me out. So we'll wait for McCluskey. I think that's the proper thing to do. You know, I'm gonna request that we go into this community room because... Right on, thank you, appreciate that. He's on his way apparently. On his way back here. So I am gonna request that we go to this room over here. Instead of going outside, it's a little brisk and I don't have my jacket, so I don't feel like going outside. I want to sit, my back is killing me. I'm sitting right now, so I think it's just best that we go into that room over there, out of the purview of everybody anyways. So either that or we can do it right here in the lobby. It's up to him. I'm not gonna play this game anymore. I'm tired, my back is hurting. You know, I need to sit, so. Neck and back, what'd you do, get in an accident, Rody? Anyways, we'll catch up later, Rody. Just, you know, do what you gotta do. Get your MRI, hopefully everything's good and you can feel better. Hate dealing with back and neck issues, dude. I've had those for a long time, Rody. Especially my lower back, man, herniated disc and stuff like that. That's why I can't stand for long periods of time, nor can I sit for long periods of time, or even lay down in the same position. I'm always tossing and turning. I think when my taxes come back, I think Bernie and I are gonna get, in addition to a new computer, which I desperately need, we're gonna get a new bed, I think. The bed that we got's okay, but it's just, it's not great. I need a great bed. If you guys have any recommendations for great beds, let me know. Brands or whatever. Denver Mattress Company here is really good, but I just need a good brand, you know. No accident, okay. Just like being an old man. Let me turn the camera around, y'all. So here I am in all my glory. I brought my Elvira hat because a lot of people think it's unnerving because it's like it's Elvira staring at them. And it's funny, when I put my sunglasses up here, they cover up her eyes like she's wearing sunglasses. It's one of my favorite hats. I love it. I hardly ever wear it, but it's like, I can see where people would be unnerved by it. But anyways, I'm glad you guys are all here. I appreciate it. I know today's gonna go smooth because McCluskey's a good dude, and he's never threatened to arrest me. If it was Uchek, that'd be a different story, or any number of other officers that you know, act the way that they do. So we'll wait for McCluskey to get here, and hopefully we'll take care of business. I do want to find out who that lady was in that meeting, so I can FOIA, or Cora, actually. The FOIA requests here in Colorado are called CORA, Colorado Open Records Act. So I am going to ask for her name and badge number, or employee number. She might have been, oh, here we go. I think here's McCluskey. Hold on. Hey, McCluskey, can we go to this conference room? My back is killing me today, man. Can we do that? Yeah. I'm not going to keep you too long.
Talk with the. Let me make sure we don't get anything going on. Give me a second. Do we have anything going on?
Like officer, essentially the next month off you in Syracuse for down
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm gonna quick walk around and.
All right, we're sitting again. We're gonna wait. So we're gonna sit and talk to McCluskey here. He's good to deal with. He's never really threatening. He wanted me to go outside. I'm not doing it today. My back's hurting too bad. I can't stand for too long. So we're gonna do a sit down with McCluskey here, and hopefully I get the information that I get that's due to me.
Was your car put in the park house?
And I'll have him work on who that person is. Oh, thanks, sir. Appreciate that.
Sorry I didn't get back to your email, I just saw it.
It's okay. But now we're here, so. There's a couple of things that I need. There's an incident. I talked to Baird about it, and he said he was going to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of concerning because let me give you a shit.
Those things are built pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Cheap China stuff, man. You know.
Is that the one where you gave him the piece of paper?
I don't know. It's just there was an incident that happened that there was somebody that was pulled over in a white Kia SUV, and 3 officers came out of one vehicle, one of their SUVs, you know, the normal patrol cars. It was a little weird because usually you guys run in 2s, not 3s. So it happened on 12/14, so December 14th of last year, 2023, at 9 p.m., approximately 9 p.m., near Syracuse and Colfax. I can't give you an exact address because I don't know what the exact address was there that they were.
Sure.
But that's approximately where they're at. And I just need the incident number on it, and nobody can find it. I talked to, there was a Officer Thompson that was really super helpful, and he even called dispatch. They couldn't find the incident number. So
Did you get the plate by chance
I didn't
on the
get
car?
the plate of which car? The
The police
patrol
car? Yeah.
I did not. And normally I do, but in this case I don't have that.
It wasn't on video?
No, but the incident definitely happened, and I mean, it's my understanding that you guys call if you pull somebody over for a traffic stop, you got to call it in, right?
Yeah, they usually do. Stupid question, but you sure it was Denver guys, not Aurora?
It was definitely Denver. It was
Okay.
the Denver branded. You know, I know.
Oh, so it was a marked unit?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And it was an SUV?
And I'm guessing, yes, it was an SUV, like the white patrol SUVs that you guys roll around in. I'm guessing it was the gang unit. I can't be 100% sure.
Sure.
But if that's what those guys are doing over there, then they need some training. Because you can't just pull over somebody, not issue them a ticket, not give them a warning, pull them out of their vehicle, grab their phone, do an illegal search, which there was no consent to search the vehicle. They basically just took this guy out of the car, set him on the curb, sit down on the curb, took his phone, searched his vehicle, didn't issue him a warning, a ticket, anything of that nature. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of it and why he was pulled over.
Okay. And this is related to the last time you talked with Sergeant Baird, is that right?
Yes. And also, I put in a couple of complaints, and I wanted to follow up with you on that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm just trying to understand, because we talked about one thing. One of the complaints I believe you submitted that was written, they opened a case on, and that was
Okay.
being sent up.
Okay, perfect. That's all I needed. It's
Yeah,
just an
yeah.
update.
No. They're
problem.
not trying to be, you know me.
No, I know you.
I feel like honestly, we have a pretty good enough
Right.
relationship that you and I can actually chat and
Right.
not become
Right.
confrontational.
No, it's never confrontational, and that's what
Yeah, and that's why I want to double check on this one, because if this is that case, or if it was related to the stop involving Officer Bova with the CAD number.
It wasn't. These are two different
Okay.
separate instances.
That's kind of where I'm. Yeah.
Yeah, they're separate instances. I have the video, which I can email you with the timestamp on why I'm complaining about Bova and James, I believe was the other officer's name. That was completely unprofessional, and he should have known better. But especially Bova, because of the whole
littering thing, that's not how you treat the public.
Do you feel like he was being discourteous to you?
he was being discourteous, and so was James. James was especially
Because I reviewed the body worn camera, and I understand. You know, what help me understand like what was the more discourteous part? Was it the part where they asked you to stand back,
No,
or
that,
was
that
that
I don't care
okay.
about. I know that all you guys try to give orders, regardless if they're lawful or not. And
Sure.
I know how to deal with that. I'm not.
That part
that's
wasn't
Not, I don't
the-
care
okay.
about that. I mean, I do for the general public, but for me,
That's
that's like
part of the business
part
as
of what I
usual,
do.
yeah.
So I mean, I know how to deal with it, and it goes, without saying. Like, I know what I'm doing out there. I'm not new at this, right? So
Yep.
that aside, I mean, it technically that is a complaint, because if you're not doing anything wrong, there should be no directives. There's nothing that I was doing there that was against the law or was impeding or interfering or anything of that nature.
Well,
I'm-
and like I said, I don't want to speak on that.
I know, I
Off the top of my
understand.
head, because I'm trying to think if it was an order, if it was an asking, or if it's something I could just talk to him as far as changing the verbiage and all that. Obviously, you understand from our perspective.
get it, I understand,
I'm
but-
not. I don't want to preach something that's already been preached to you 1,000 times.
Right.
You know.
So what I'm concerned with is if a member of the public asks for that incident number, it is in your policy to give that incident.
I looked it up. I couldn't find it anywhere in the ops manual.
I'll find it for you and I'll send
If
it
you
to
can, please do. But I searched. I talked to a couple other
Either
sergeants. We
way,
didn't see.
I mean, isn't it courtesy to do that?
And I can't-
You're gonna make me go and put in a FOIA request, or a CORA request for an incident number. I mean, it's super simple.
Yeah.
It's a courtesy that all officers usually extend when we're out in the field.
Yep.
It's simple. It's not hard. As long as it's not under investigation, I understand those circumstances. There was
Sure.
nothing under investigation here. It was a warning. I saw the officer issue the warning, and that was it. There was nothing under investigation. So there's no reason for that officer not to give me the incident number, their name, their badge number, all of that stuff.
And that was related to the Bova.
The Boba and the James stop. Yeah, that's something completely different.
Sorry, I haven't tried to.
No, I know. There's one more
Yeah.
thing I'm going to throw at you too.
Yeah.
This was interesting. So when I was in here last week,
Uh-huh.
there was a meeting taking place up above the, just right here, the front desk, that room there with the glass.
Yeah.
So Officer or Sergeant Uchek was in that meeting. And there was another guy there, there was another woman there, and there was a woman that took my picture that was up there. I need her name and badge number or employee number, because I want to request that picture that she took of me, that she clearly took of me.
I don't even know where. I can certainly talk with Sergeant Uchek and Lieutenant. I don't know.
Okay,
But them taking a picture, I mean, that's where's the reasonable expectation of privacy in public?
no, that's not what I'm concerned with.
Okay.
It doesn't go both ways though. You see, if you're a government employee, you should not do that. Because now I am curious. I'm curious why she took that picture, and now I'm going to find out a lot of information from her phone that she may or may not want me to find out. So it's in her best interest to not do those type of things to the public. A member of the public can do that at any time. If she was off duty, no problem. We're in a public space. Take my picture all you want. I don't give a shit. But you're a government employee at this point, and now you're taking my picture. And let me tell you why it's important, Officer McCluskey. Because people have been put on no-fly list, terrorist list, all kinds of shit just because an officer decided to take their picture. That's why I'm upset about it. I want to know what she's going to do with that picture, why she took that picture. And it could be something as benign as, oh, we just need to be safe and make sure that this guy's not a terrorist, or whatever the case is. But nonetheless, I need to know why now. And it is important for that reason, McCluskey. I had an ATF agent.
What did she look like? What did the woman look like?
I have it on camera. I'll send you that as
Sweet.
well. I have a good side view of her. I couldn't. I mean,
She
she
white,
turned
black,
really
Hispanic?
quick. She's white,
Okay.
definitely a white woman. She had sandy blonde hair, like dirty blonde hair. She had her hair up. I mean, you'll see the video when I send it
Okay.
to you. But I need to know her name. I have the time. The time of the meeting was. Hold on a second here. It happened on 1/24, and The time was approximately 1:45. So there was definitely a meeting that was taking place up there with a few people, and she decided to take my picture. So now I'm curious. If she wouldn't have taken my picture, we could have just went on our way, and that would have been that. By the way, when I was here last, I spent 2 hours waiting for somebody to talk to me about this, about the previous stuff. And all I got was the runaround from your corporal there, Corporal, I forget his name, I have his card somewhere, but he might get a complaint too. I got to review my footage on that particular part of it, but he was very discourteous and, you know, almost to the point of where he was going to threaten to arrest me just because I was recording. Yeah. Which we've already been through over 100 times, you know. I'm not,
And like I said, with you and I, but I can tell you that they are going to enforce that law.
oh yeah, it's
like I
not a
said,
law, but
I'm sorry, they're going to enforce the order. That will
Right.
happen. So,
Right.
You know, we're in a separate room right now. We're having a conversation
Right.
like that. But I understand that that's probably going to.
Well, you guys got to do what you got to do, but I'm prepared for every scenario. So
Perfect.
if you guys decide
No,
to do
like-
that, that's on you. It's not on me, right?
Yeah,
I'm,
no.
I'm
I'm
not
just-
going to resist. I'm not going to, you know, make
I,
a big
and I,
scene
yeah,
of it.
I honestly don't think I don't doubt in my mind that you would not resist.
Right.
I understand you'd be peaceful and all that.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let me talk with my lieutenant about the photograph thing on the 24th.
Yeah, I just need her name because then from there I can request what I need to request.
Okay.
So that's actually pretty important because, like I said, I had an ATF officer do the same thing, and I'm going to do the same thing with him.
Okay.
You know, he decided to, on a different incident, he decided to take my picture, and I take that very seriously when a government agent does that, McCluskey. I would do it if you took my picture. I would request it. Well, first I would,
Okay, if
I
we're
would
being
ask you.
video, but
well,
yeah.
I'm on video, and no. Look, the body
Yeah,
cams,
yeah.
I understand, you know, but when you're just taking random pictures and I don't know who you are, I got a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if my name ends up on a no-fly list, well then I can't fly, I can't do business, I can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important for a member of the public to know why that person took the picture. If they're not going to tell you, I can't. Then they're not going to tell you. But I do want to request that picture, and I might be able to get some other information from that phone too, based on that picture. I don't want it to come to that, but since we're here, let's figure it out. You know, maybe I can glean something from her text messages that would tell me why she took that picture. Maybe I can figure out, you know, why she took that picture in other ways. You know, I mean, her calendar or whatever. So, and by the way, I don't know if it was from her personal phone or her work phone. Either way, I can still request that information, and she has to
Yeah,
give it to
I
me.
know.
So I hope she doesn't delete that picture, because if she does, then we got a bigger issue.
Okay.
There's a bigger issue there. So
All right.
that's where we stand, McCluskey. And I appreciate your help. I'm not trying to be difficult.
No,
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of some incidences, because when I'm out on the street and I see somebody treated in that manner, then I need answers.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
I mean, there needs to be some accountability.
Okay. I just want to make sure I get these.
Yes. So we
the
have
first one is
You've already addressed the complaints that I had on Bova and
so
James.
the Bova we are good with. Okay.
I think we're good because you said, you know, that's being escalated or opened or whatever.
Well, yeah.
So,
Let me. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I understand you guys handle business. It's an internal investigation. It usually ends up with, we did nothing wrong. We investigated ourselves.
Yeah.
We did nothing wrong. And I know how that goes. And we can go from there. But
So the traffic stop
the traffic stop is a high priority.
at Colfax and Syracuse,
Yep,
right?
Colfax and Syracuse. And happened about 9 p.m. on 12/14. Yeah, at approximately 9.
And the last one would be the meeting.
Yep, the meeting that they had, and the
Uchek.
woman yeah, Uchek was in there. I'm pretty sure Uchek was there. I'll send you the video, McCluskey,
Okay.
if you want, and then you can go from there. I have a very good close-up of a side view of that woman. So I'm sure you guys know who she is. She's in the building. She's obviously familiar with your officers.
Was she in uniform or not in uniform?
Not in uniform.
Okay.
No, so she could have been a lawyer. She could have been, I don't know.
Okay.
But that's what I need to know. because she definitely took a picture of me and I need to figure it out.
Okay.
Now, do I think that you guys are, or that she is going to specifically put me in a database that doesn't let me fly? That's not what I'm saying, but I don't want it to get to that point. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
So let's figure it out.
All right. Cool. You have any other questions?
That's it.
All right. Give me a little bit of time. I'll try to get. It's okay. I'll try to get back to you by the end of this week.
Perfect.
If not, it'll be beginning next week. Okay.
Okay. And now let me tell you the hell that I real quickly before we leave, the hell that I went through to get the information about that traffic stop. I did call dispatch. They had no idea. Your officer. Oh, that's
Thompson
another thing.
said nothing. Right. Couldn't find anything.
Thompson. I want to talk to you about Thompson. That guy's awesome.
Okay.
So I did put in I think I put in, if I didn't put in a formal commendation, I think I did. I want to formally commend him for going above and beyond, because not only did he look up the information in his computer, he took the time to call dispatch to see if they could figure out what was going on. And he said there's nothing there, but if you talk to McCluskey or Baird or somebody, then they have different tools that might be able to.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'll look in. Yeah, I got a couple places I'll double check.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all still the same thing, but if you're
Yeah.
pulling up the wrong district, or let's say it was
Right.
again, but like you said, it was a Denver car, so that's what,
Yeah,
you
it's
understand. In my
definitely a
mind,
Denver
I was like,
car.
if it's an unmarked car, maybe it's Aurora, but they got patches now, so.
No, it's definitely a Denver car.
Okay.
And if it was Aurora, trust me, I'd be on them to figure out the
No,
same
yeah,
information.
yeah, but you,
You know.
you know us enough to know what our uniforms look like,
Right,
so, and our
right.
badges, so. All right, cool.
So
Anything
that's
else?
what that- just the commendation on Thompson.
Yep.
He's awesome.
I'll make sure to throw that, I'll make sure we get a journal entry
Yeah,
for him.
and that's, by the way, that's the first commendation, and it's pretty important because it's in the entire time I've been doing this, it's the first commendation that I put in. KDOT's a little more forgiving in that area. He wants to give commendations all the time. I give commendations for above and beyond work. I don't
Sure.
give commendations for
Doing
work.
your job,
You
yeah,
know,
I got
you know what I mean? So
No, I got you.
So I thought that was pretty extraordinary. So I decided to do that. So
Okay,
you
well,
know.
sounds good. Well, thank you so much.
I appreciate you,
Yep.
McCluskey.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you.
Like I said, it'll probably be the beginning of next week. My days off are at the back end of the week.
Yeah, I know
So-
you were on vacation, so there
Yeah,
was that,
vacation
and
and a
then
lot of jazz.
yeah.
All right.
So, all right, I appreciate you, McCluskey. Stay safe out there.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yep. Have a good day, man. You been busy?
Weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's not too bad. You know, it's one of the few jobs where you're not having it, if you're not doing work, it's kind of a nice thing. So we don't-
Yeah. I agree.
You know, it's-
I agree, and that's like when I do my runs. I'm like, if I don't find anything, that's a good day. You know, if there's nothing going on,
no
that's
work,
that's
it's not a
good.
pro- Yeah, any other job, it's not a good thing.
Right, but this one, it's a good thing. I agree.
All right, well, I'll see you.
All right. See you later, McCluskey. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Stay safe out there. All right, guys, let's discuss this when I get into the car. Very good interaction there. At least now I hope that he follows up. You know, I mean, that's the whole thing. I'm sorry I didn't get to your comments. I will look through them here in just a second. But what I said was true. I don't, you know, if we go out here and we don't find anything, then that's a good day. He felt the same way, you know. So there is common ground between the public and the police. It's finding that common ground and working from there. You know, it's a tough thing. Let's get in the Shark, and then we'll discuss further. But I'm glad nobody got arrested today. I got everything that I needed involved. But you saw what I told him. I was like, I'm not going to resist if you guys end up doing what you're doing. But he did say they are going to enforce that. So, you know, they can enforce it all they want to, but they're on flimsy ground. It's an ordinance. It's not a law. And the First Amendment stands tall, you know. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, we're almost at the Shark here. Okay. All right, enforcing
And unlawful order is a violation of their oath. I agree. So we'll cross that bridge when it comes, Matthew. I don't... Look, I was close a couple of times at District 2, but like I said, we'll cross that bridge when it comes. I'm pretty sure the First Amendment's going to stand. We should be back. Sorry about that. Okay, so... cop mentality always. How do you spell his name? McCluskey. I think it's an O, Matthew. What's up, Carol, Wandering Hippie? Welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, he's still a cop at the end of the day. Struck by lightning. Welcome. Nice to see you. What else we got here? Dabbing. See you in there. Okay. If I miss anybody, I do apologize. But look, all in all, good interaction. Even with the guy at the front desk, Lipstick or whatever the hell his name was. I forget what his name was. But the end of the day, it's just about information, right? Like we need to get the information. That's it. And they're not so giving on the information. But hopefully McCluskey will get back with me. He's got my email. So hopefully... we'll get some answers real soon because okay, let me go through everything that we'll summarize and then end. First thing I needed was an incident that happened on December 14th at approximately 9 p.m. on Syracuse and Colfax. I'm always running Colfax, right, guys? So no resolution on that as of yet, but there were 3 officers in a SUV, a Denver SUV, that got out of the car, took this guy out of his car. It was a white Kia that they took him out of the SUV, put him on the curb, took his phone, searched his vehicle, gave him no explanation, gave him his phone back, didn't issue a warning or anything of that nature, and then he was on his way. Well, that doesn't work, guys and gals. You know, if you want to do an illegal search and seizure, you're breaking the law, even as an officer. So I need to get to the bottom of that. There's no explanation, no incident number on it. So if it's what I think it is, the drug unit trying to shake people down over there, that ain't going to work. And I will be watching you guys. So try that shit on me and see how it works out for you. It ain't going to work out for you. So they prey on people who don't know the law. It's crazy. Sheridan Police co-responder Ali from All Health want to do a presentation at City Council next month and use my son's story, success story, but I was a lead with their co-op. Yeah, I don't know if I'd let them, Carol. That's bullshit. They're about as transparent as a stone wall. I agree, Noel. By the way, welcome, Noel. Thank you for being in here. So the second thing I was there for, there was a meeting being held right above the front desk there. And this lady, I'm assuming she's probably one of the lawyers there, or maybe a peripheral officer. I don't know what the fuck she was, but she decided to take a picture. So now you got my interest. Now you've opened that can of worms. So let's find out. Why did you take that picture? Because truthfully, guys and gals, they can put you on fucking lists that won't allow you to fly. Even though I've never been arrested, I don't have a criminal record. They will do stuff like that, and that's not going to happen. As far as I can tell. What's up, Sasquatch? Now to your regular scheduled lurking. I hear you, Sasquatch. No worries. So that's the second thing. Don't take my picture unless you want a can of worms opened up, right? And she's going to regret it, and especially if she deleted that picture. And heaven forbid she took it on her personal phone. Ooh wee, buddy. You take it on a personal phone. I'm getting everything off that phone. Your pictures, your text messages, your calendar, your everything. So there might be some embarrassing shit in there that you don't want me to have, but you would be enforced to. Thanks, McDonald. Appreciate that. Welcome on in, bud. I did wear this hat specific for this reason. It's kind of unnerving when people look at me in this hat. They see the eyes up here, and they know I have eyes here, but they can't see these eyes, but they can see. So it's a little unnerving, you know. They make a report that goes to the Fusion Center. That's right, Noel. And you know, like I said, for a law-abiding citizen, that I've never been arrested. I don't have a criminal record. The last ticket I got was like probably over 5 years ago now, Noel. So why would you want to put me in the Fusion Center? just to make my life hell, right? I can't fly, can't, you know, travel from point A to point B very regularly. So, yeah, that's a problem. That's a huge issue, and that should be addressed. Same thing with the ATF agent the other day. That's another rabbit hole that I'm going to go down too. So anyways, so that was, and then I had a couple of complaints. Officer Bova, the litterer, who they did an investigation on and found that did nothing wrong. They were very unprofessional, him and James, especially Officer James. They didn't want to give the incident number. They didn't want to give they willingly give their names. I mean, they did give their names and badge number, but it was sort of like I was putting them out. So, you know, just one of those things. I did put in the complaint, so we'll see where that goes. It's going to go nowhere. It's always, we investigated ourselves and we did nothing wrong. Also, I wanted to follow up on the commendation that I'm pretty sure I put in for Officer Thompson. Matter of fact, I know I put that in. But I wanted to make sure that McCluskey knew. It was the only commendation I've ever done since I've been doing this. So, you know, if I put in a commendation, it's, you know, KDOT likes to put commendations in, and we always go back and forth, and I'm like, dude, you only put commendations for going above and beyond, not just doing just the baseline, you know. But that's the bar that's lowered so low for these cops that when they just do their job, we think that they're going above and beyond, and that's not the way that things should be. So that and the lady that took my picture up in that meeting, we'll find that out too. But anyways, I don't want to keep you guys for too long. Thank you guys so much for being here, being my backup on this. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, if it was Officer Uchek or any number of other officers in there, they would, you know, they would want to arrest me. And I don't know why they want to do this. The new police chief should really think about taking those signs down, because those signs are absolutely ridiculous. If you look up the CRS, it has to do with funerals and disrupting of funerals and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with going inside a police lobby. The previous chief just threw that on there because it was something that he could try to make stick, and it's been around for a while, and that's got to change. I mean, it's ridiculous. If anybody knows me, I'm not here to get victims' information or put victims on the spot. As a matter of fact, I go out of my way to try to not get them on camera if they are victims. But, you know, cop was taking a pic of a protester at a march. I called him out and have it on my stream. He was inside the building. Carol, you should ask for his name and badge number, and then get, you know, because they have to give you that information. That's what I was saying earlier when somebody put in my comments that, you know, they don't have to give you that info. That's not true. Federal agents are bound by the law just like everybody else. So, you know, if you ask them, they have to, and that is in law. I did look that up, and it was specifically for protesters, by the way. If they get their picture taken, they have a right to ask who took that picture. You know, but that extends all the way out, you know, for federal agents. So if you think you're a federal agent and you can get away with taking pictures of the public for what, you know, then you need to come forward with your information. And I tell you what, if the ATF doesn't cooperate, I've got a different way of getting that officer's information. So one way or another, they're going to give me that information. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys on the next video. I will give you, as soon as McCluskey gives me the information, I will try to give you as much as I can. Unless it's kind of an open, I mean, I don't see why it would be an open investigation or what, but if it is, they might give me that line. But I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you, Unindoctrinated. I really appreciate you. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.